To this week's show. Happy New Year, by the way. I hope 2000 unfurls from you like a red carpet before your feet in magnificence and splendor, and you step upon it in such eloquence, and everything just unfolds for you in the most splendid of ways. Yeah, in other words, have a fantastic year. I think it's going to be a great year despite all the doom and gloom. Keep your chin up and focus on being lucky. Speaking of lucky, this week I've got a very lucky nursery rhyme for you. Whether or not you like nursery rhymes, I hope that you're interested in the analysis of nursery rhymes, because I think it's relatively interesting, and so does Chris Roberts in his book Heavy Words Thrown Lightly, and that's where I get these strange, often but interesting analysis to nursery rhymes. And this week it's Ladybird, Ladybird. Behind me, as you can see, is this week's painting. I think these paintings will end up on eBay or something, so if you do like them, you may have the chance of actually purchasing them, so keep an eye on them and I'll let you know what I do with them. So ladybird, ladybird, fly away home, your house is on fire and your children are all gone. Well, it's quite a simplistic nursery rhyme, I will say that, and rather vague, so therefore hard to pin down exactly from where it derives. Ladybirds, of course, are associated with being lucky, but that doesn't tell us much about from where it derives. That's rather vague, isn't it? However, it does seem like it's quite possibly a very ancient nursery rhyme, because it is found in most European countries in one form or another. It has been associated, the ladybird, with the Virgin Mary, also with the ancient religion in Egypt of Isis, and therefore the scarab beetle. Also Freya, from which we get the word Friday. Freya was the wife of Odin, Nordic god. So they are ancient sources perhaps of the nursery rhyme. It could be, perhaps has been suggested, that it's to do with the pre-Christian gods, the temples becoming empty and the followers gone. Or was it the end of the old matriarchal religions and transition to the new male sky gods of such as Zeus and Odin around 1000 BC. Remember, of course, the main religions we have today are patriarchal. We have the Pope, who is male, and heaven, which is in the sky. That's sky gods and patriarchal, if you like. So they're kind of the ancient hypothesis of this nursery rhyme, from where it derives. The not so ancient suggestions are that it pertains to the Catholic widows in the times of religious strife in Europe some 500 years ago. The Catholic widows complaining about the way they're treated at the hands of the Protestants, or Protestant widows complaining how they were treated by the Catholics. Was it perhaps pertaining to the Scottish Highland clearances, where people were thrown out of their homes and their homes were smashed to make way for the new and very large estates that soon dotted the Scottish landscape? Well, who knows? Who knows from where it derives? There's so many likely sources. However, it's interesting, in Central Europe, in order to get rid of a witch, it was customary to burn her house down. So was there a connection there, perhaps? Now, time for this week's video. I'm going to go and get it now, and I'll show you up close. I thought of a title as something like, wait for it, The Edge of the Abyss. Because from whence it came, the abyss between my ears and onto the canvas before you now. Perhaps. Something like that. Even a bit of music there. So there you go. I hope you like it. If you do like it, you may have the chance of purchasing it, because I'm thinking of putting these magnificent paintings onto eBay. So anyway, let me know what you think, and I'll keep doing it. I'll do a painting every week, because the special effects with the music and everything just makes it so much more interesting, isn't it? There we go. Bit more music. Yeah, right, so there we go. And anyway, carrying on about the old ladybirds. So there's also in Britain and Scotland, ladybirds were used to divine a lover, who the person's lover might be. Bumblebees are another insect used to denote the arrival. If you saw a bumblebee in your house, it denoted the arrival of a visitor, interestingly enough. In Gloucestershire, the sight of a butterfly foretold good fortune through the year, and if it was a white butterfly, you better have liked white bread, because it meant you're going to be eating white bread all year, because white bread back in those times signified wealth. So there you go. If you didn't go and buy the white bread, I don't know if they'd force you to eat white bread or something. I don't know how they got on there. Anyway, other superstitions was good luck to kill your first wasp spotted in the new year. According to Pliny, who died in AD 77, I think he was Roman or something. Yes, if you killed your first wasp spotted in the new year, and they made it as an amulet and put it under just under your chin, it would cure your illness throughout the year. So there you go, you can do that. And make a bit of an amulet out of it. Well, there you go. That's Ladybird, Ladybird. In short, it's a very simplistic and rather vague nursery rhyme, quite possibly ancient, and is therefore rather difficult to say exactly from whence it comes. But it's interesting to just hypothesize, isn't it, and to look at all the various suggestions that has brought to us this magnificent nursery rhyme. I hope you enjoy my painting. I'll be painting another one for next week, and I'll come up with some other interesting little thing to talk about. I'm looking forward to the year. I hope you have a fantastic year. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.